Welcome to episode 9 of Unfiltered Conversations. And as you see, we got a lot of beauty on the couch today.
Girl,
a lot of beauty on the couch.
Yes.
We're going to get right into it because my sister over there has the bar, our makeshift bar. She's going to make some martinis. And then we're going to go into introducing our beautiful guests.
Yes.
And our topic of what we'll be talking about. So
absolutely. So let's get to it. Of course, behind the scenes, we've already started. Cheers, ladies.
Cheers.
Salute.
This week's drink choice is a Cosmo, but it's not any ordinary Cosmo, okay? This is called an Island Cosmo. So with a typical Cosmo, you have lime juice and you also have triple sec, okay? We're taking the lime juice and the triple sec out, and we're replacing it with pineapple juice and Malibu. So
Sounds better.
yes,
Yeah, it does.
absolutely. So
and strong.
I love this little martini shaker. It was a little gift to my sis, and it's come in such great use.
It has all the
Yes. Everything you can think
you can
of.
make
But
all
not only
kinds.
that, the top is a shot glass.
Yes.
So we're going to get this party started the right way. So what we're going to do is we're going to do 2 shots of vodka. Now, we specifically like Tito's, not only because it's affordable, but also because it's American made in Austin, Texas. So 2 shots of Tito's, okay?
And let's not forget it's carb free.
Exactly. I was
yes,
going to say.
ma'am.
Clark Flint.
Hello.
So we're drinking light and right.
Next ingredient is 1 shot of Malibu rum. Now this is going to give it the coconut pineapple Caribbean island effect, okay? Then we're going to do 2 shots of cranberry juice. Shake that thing up
I'm
always.
going to have an accent.
Yes. Oh, you better get it, gal. All right, so that's uno, and that is dos. Okay, and the final ingredient, just to kind of take it all in and give you that whole island vibe, is 1 shot of pineapple. Okay, now this is enough for 2 drinks here. We are going to shake it up. Of course, there's ice in here.
So did you see the bartender make it, or is this your rendition of it?
I actually learned about this in St. Thomas, the
Okay.
Virgin Islands.
Yes.
So this is a real deal drink from the islands.
Okay.
Yeah, and yes, I watched the bartender.
Because I know you put
Y'all
your
know
little
I'm a
special touch on it.
mixologist.
Yeah, you put your little special touch on
Well,
it too
yeah,
sometimes.
you know, they be liking the water drinks down. We like to power drinks up. Okay.
Right.
So, ladies,
Power me up.
power you up. Ooh,
Power
by the
me
end of this
up.
episode, if we say anything offensive, don't blame it on our hearts.
Blame it on the
alcohol.
Blame it on the
Blame it
tropical
on the
drink.
alcohol.
Yes.
Blame it on the Caribbean.
Right. On the
Yes. So now that we have that done, of course, we'll send you the recipe. All you
Yeah.
have to do is hit us up.
Yeah.
So let's get into
Let's
episode
get right into
number
our
9
topic and our conversation.
All right, you know what? I was going to introduce you, Dina, but I want you to introduce yourself.
Yeah.
And if I feel like you missed something, I'm going to double back.
Yep.
Say no more. Say less.
Okay. What? Hold on. Did we cheers?
Yeah, we need to do
Yeah.
that.
Cheers.
Top this off. Cheers.
Cheers.
From the
ladies.
bottom to the top, ladies.
Yes.
Yes.
Hold on. Let me pat myself on the back.
Now this
Please
is
do.
really, really good. This is
Very
so
good.
tropical, refreshing, and it's you can't even really taste the alcohol, so it's like
can't.
perfect. Yeah.
So,
it definitely reminds me of the Caribbean.
Yes, warning, it will sneak up on you. So,
Oh, I know.
Just
So
like
Those
that.
are kind of like
Okay.
to sneak up on you.
It's our second one, so it's like,
all right, so let's get into it. Dina, tell the people who you are, where you come from,
And
what
what
you
you
stand
do.
for, where you been, where you trying to go.
oh my goodness, this is. Hello, my name is Dina Colon. I am a scalp micro-pigmentation specialist, and also I'm a paramedical skin specialist. So what I do is make a person feel confident. Building confidence is my expertise. I've been in the beauty industry for over about 17 years.
Okay.
I want to say when me and you met, I was
Absolutely.
actually going for my master barber license.
I remember that.
And we was doing something. I think you was doing something in reference to the hair at the beauty store, and that was probably almost a decade ago.
Yeah, over a decade, girl. Yeah.
So now I just kind of wanted to get more personal, hands-on, get certifications from the best trained in the United States, just to make sure that I can address areas as far as alopecia, hair loss, hair thinning, well, you don't have to wear a baseball cap anymore. They wear the cap because that's like a cover up. They say, you know what, I still look good. Yeah. I got my cap on. Yeah. But aren't you tired of wearing a cap? You don't want to wear a cap all the time. It's hot. It's 90 degrees.
Right.
It's 100 degrees. So what I do is create a natural hairline that lasts forever. You can come and get, just like women do the...
I have the microblading.
Yes. Just like I said, I've done
never known. It looks so good.
And that is 2020. It has lasted this long, and I have never gotten a retouch.
Touch up or anything.
She was like when you first do it, you go, and then 2 weeks they go ahead and retouch it.
Yeah, I would have never told nobody that because it looked like your real deal brows, baby.
And that's what it's about with the scalp micropigmentation, because you got to look at it. So many people suffer from alopecia, hair thinning, stress. It can be hereditary. It can just be a point of where it's just. You can be stressful. You can go through a time and your hair start falling out,
and medications or anything.
Anything that you
old age,
anything can affect that, but it doesn't. It's never. It's too late.
That part.
So when you think that it's something that's not fixable, it is fixable. It is. We just don't have everybody around and it's all over the the United States, but you kind of it's a very sensitive subject. And it's okay, but it's a point that you can't address.
Right. So, I think about this, and I hate to use him as an example. And I love Stevie Wonder, by the way. Damn. But I think about Stevie Wonder when I last seen him, and he had his dreads pulled back, and in a ponytail, and I said, when is somebody gonna tell him it's time to let it go? Because from here to here, there was nothing. But you're telling me this is a fixable problem with your procedure.
Yes.
As well as a lot of men, they start, getting the widow's peak. They start balding here on the edges sooner than us females. And some of us females sooner than later.
Yeah. That's right.
And they think that they just got to be bald-headed. They go with the clippers, cut it all off, and now they're rocking the bald head.
Or the Beijing. Or the Beijing.
Yeah. Oh, I hate the Beijing. It looks like somebody just painted their scalp. I hate it. Please stop.
Somebody
look like you just knock on your hair.
You need to call Dina. We have the solution and the secret for you.
Because don't you want to jump in the pool?
Yes.
Don't you want to not have to watch
turning black?
If we on vacation and we're in the tropics,
or
and you want to wipe
your moment,
and you want to wipe your forehead.
Thank you. Or the pillowcases.
And you don't wipe your whole hairline off.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not a
and it's not funny because we understand it.
We understand, but what we're saying is this.
There's
you do
options.
not have to have Beijing. It is other options that can fix this. A right now point. If you want a natural low fade and you say this, hey, shave your head off. Let's get you a natural low fade. If you say, you know what, I want to go ahead and fix my hairline, or I want to add density. I want thickness. I want it to look full. I don't have to wear baseball caps. That's where I come in at. I add density to the scalp. I add a look of fullness, and it makes it natural. So it lasts forever. And you can say, you know what, I want it to look a little more bolder. So in 5 to 10 years, you can say, you know what, touch me up. But it doesn't go away.
Right.
You still can say.
It doesn't wash off with your shower.
It doesn't wash off. It doesn't sweat off. You can say, you know what, it's me.
I'm sitting here looking now at some of your images, and you guys can see the images as they pop up on the screen. But this is truly amazing, sis. Really, because one thing that I noticed with the Beijing or with sometimes even the microblading, it still can sometimes look like scalp, like it's just, like Kelly said, painted on.
Yeah.
But whatever your technique is, it looks like there's texture.
Yes.
How do you create and make it look like the texture so that their hair, this is... Y'all see the images.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
It was mind blowing to me. I was like, we got to have her on because we know who our core audience is, and we know that we're not talking necessarily to just primarily 21-year-olds. To all the 21-year-olds, thank you so much for joining us. If you're going to partake in any drinks, you must be 21. Just a reminder. However, getting back to that 35-plus-year-old, let's be honest. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Before I was 35, somebody burned my edges out, and it was a very painful, like mentally and emotionally
Traumatic,
painful
yes.
situation for me, and I just had to lay my hair flat and just kind of let them grow back, and it took years, and still I don't have the hair growth that I once had in those areas.
Because once it changed,
It
can change
changes.
forever.
They will mess up your hair follicles,
Right,
you know,
right,
when
right.
they burn you. So, but you're saying there is a remedy for this.
It is very much a remedy for it, and I was trained by the best, Jeff at Picasso.
Okay.
Shout out to Jeff. He is phenomenal, and what I love about where I got trained at is because he fixed mistakes. So I didn't want to just say, you know, I'm gonna take a course from a person who travels all over the world. I wanted to take a course for someone who actually corrects mistakes from other S&P artists,
like that.
from people who saying, you know what, fill me in. I want a beard. I want a hairline. I want edges. I want whatever. And Jeff has to go back. He creates his own pigmentation for the ink. So he has his own, which is organic, vegan ink. So when you're not just putting any type of ink in your head,
no type of toxins and
right?
stuff.
No type of toxins. He creates it to where it's not a blue-green blowout. So, I mean, what he does is really phenomenal. So I was able to work with him in New York on this special client that I have on the flyer. A lot of the clients that I have shown to here too is also a lot of his phenomenal work in reference to the scar. So I was trained by the best because I wanted to make sure that I'm addressing all the issues that a lot of customers face and clients face in reference to no beard, hair transplant. Because remember, if you get a hair transplant, that does not guarantee you overnight success.
Right.
You will end up with a scar in your head. And by me being trained by Chanel Lopez, who actually is phenomenal in the scar techniques, because not only am I an S&P specialist, I'm also a paramedical specialist where I actually can get rid of your stretch marks.
Yes,
Ooh,
and that intrigued me when we talked the other day.
Because some people say, what do you mean get rid of your stretch marks?
Yes, women have stretch marks. I had a cesarean.
I did too.
Let's talk about that technique.
So
how do you get rid of it?
Let's dive into that, because some people say, what do you mean get rid of stretch marks? Well, with New Conceal and different things, you have a medical grade serum. So not when you have stretch marks and you have a cesarean, or if you have a tummy tuck, remember these are all traumas to the body. So it's like you have to cause trauma to the area. So what we do at New is that I do an inkless tattoo.
Okay.
So pretty much what it is with a medical grade serum on the stretch mark, and I do every line on your body, whether it's top to bottom, with a medical grade serum. And what happens, it causes trauma, so it'll make it rise and lift it, because it's a hydropic scar, different scar. So you got to bring it alive. And once it's alive, then each point, some people have results within the first treatment. So you got to look at it every 4 weeks. You come back, you might need 1, you might need 2, you might need not even that. But just know this: your scars, your hyperpigmentation, keloids, different things. Acne is what I work with, everything. So
acne too, because girl, we've seen them acne scars,
seen it.
and we were like, I wish it was something I could do or tell them to help them.
And it literally gets acne, can make you almost look
Yeah.
disfigured.
Yeah.
When it's, grown.
It's
because
like
you have the different
texturizes your
holes.
skin.
It does texturize your skin. You have the different holes. Just like one client who had a cesarean, only had one daughter. She had a cesarean over 8 years ago.
Wow.
One child, and you would have never known she had a cesarean because it was cuffed under. So it was like what they say, the fupa.
Yeah.
But it was up under there. So it wasn't like she just had a fupa, she had a kid. When a surgeon is delivering a child by C-section, they're not doing cosmetics. They don't care nothing about the cut, delivering the child. They're actually saying this: get the child out. That's it. You're not getting no perfection. So this woman was so very emotional, and for me to start and treat it on it, and she was crying, and she was like, I just want to be normal again. And for me to be treating that, I had to actually cause trauma to the scar. Because you got to wake it up. You got to make it rise. You got to bring it alive. So that's what I specialize in.
I love that.
And I love changing people's lives. It makes me feel good.
Like Kelly was saying, I had a C-section scar too. Fortunately, My doctor wasn't a butcher though.
Okay.
So it doesn't look that bad.
So you
And
have
that's good.
horizontal.
yes, just horizontal.
I got a vertical because it was an emergency.
Oh wow.
Which is a whole different
Yeah.
situation.
Yes.
So instead of the fupa, you got a booty crease.
Oh, and mine's right
in your
above.
belly. Yes,
It's right
yes.
above the hairline.
Yes.
See,
So
Yeah.
when the
Because
if the
some
hair
of them are
grows,
very natural.
Right.
Yes.
So you can cover yours up.
Yeah, I can cover it
Me
up,
not so
thankfully.
much. All right. So check this out. We're gonna take a pause for the
Yes,
cause.
pause for the cause.
Mix another drink.
Mix another
and
drink.
when we come back, we're gonna tell you how you could potentially be a model and get some free services
Yes.
from Dina.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Let's talk
I wanna
about that in
sign
just
up
a few.
already.
Yes.
We're bringing you right back with more of this unfiltered conversations with the beautiful Dina, talking about all the services that she provides. And we left off with talking about the scars and that, right? So let's get right back into it.
Basically, as a paramedical cosmetic tattoo specialist, so whether it be stretch marks, because you cannot get rid of stretch marks by cream.
And cocoa butter, right?
There is no
It's not gonna
proven
work.
evidence at all.
Yeah.
So you have to actually cause trauma to any stretch mark, any scar to actually see the results. And a lot of people say, hey, can you camouflage my scar? Because what I do, I have a skin reader that can kind of read your skin to let me know the correct ink and skin
Wow.
pigmentation that can camouflage your scar. If you have a scar that is flat and white. If your scar is not flat and white, then I would have to treat it with the inkless medical grade serum that actually treats the serum. And also we have a skin lighten serum. So if some people, you can't cause trauma to the skin, because if a person has hyperpigmented skin, what if you cause trauma to it, it can
gonna
cause them to
turn
become
dark.
darker.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So-
Hyperpigmentated is darker skin.
Skin, yes.
Absolutely.
Okay, we just want to make sure everybody
Right,
understands
right.
certain
Yeah,
terms.
so basically, so if I got a cut on my leg and it did not go back to my natural skin color and it turned dark, that means that my skin is more hyperpigmentated.
Yeah.
So therefore, I have to be careful in reference to getting any type of treatment. So it would be better that I treat you with the skin lighting treatment, which
Got
is
it.
also medical grade. So a lot of people want different type of things camouflage. So also you can have corns on your toes.
I got corns.
And they are lighter.
Girl, I do. I'm hiding my feet right now. The cameraman better
Bless
not
your
put on
heart.
my and don't you look. I'm gonna have my private model consultation.
Yes, because they're actually lighter than your skin. So
Yeah.
what we do is that as long as it's white and everything, I can go ahead and camouflage
My
it to your
corn
natural.
isn't white though, so you might.
So
not
what
be able-
color is it?
What color your corn
I feel like my
is?
corn is dark. I got dark feet. I'm dark skinned, but that's why I was sitting here looking at my skin and my scars, and I'm like,
So what happens-
even on someone like me,
So
'cause my
someone
scars
like
might
you-
not be white.
So say like this. You have this mark right here. So
But
say-
nobody would know unless you just
be it-
went
like if
with
you
the
say, you know
magnifying
what, I
glass.
don't want this. I wanted a lighter. I would treat it with our lightened serum.
Okay.
So I would just do a skin lighting
Okay.
tattoo.
So it's kind of like a filter, a buffer.
Yeah, it's a
in real
buffer.
deal life.
It's a real
Okay.
life, and just like with scalp micropigmentation, it's like a filter, but it's a right now effect. It makes you feel confident right now, so you don't have to wear a baseball cap. You don't have to say, you know what, I want to wear a cap because I have hair that I'm just hanging on to. You can shave your whole head. I can do a whole head to where it looks like you have a complete fade.
How
If you-
long does that process take?
So it just depends.
Okay.
Because it depends on the consultation.
Okay.
And I
You
will
know,
tell,
man,
I will tell you that now.
And females
I
too.
do have people, like the client that we worked on in New York. I mean, he was a right now, which took up to 9 hours, because you have people who traveling from different places
Yeah.
coming to see
who
you.
cannot stay overnight and who
In 2
cannot stay
weeks.
and
Right.
come
Right.
back, because actually every treatment is every 4 weeks, because
Okay.
you have to have it's just like a tattoo. You have to have the time, the process of your skin to heal and
Right.
everything, and just to see, because I require pictures every 3 days. I
Yeah.
want to see your progress, see
Right.
how everything has took, and see how everything has, just see how you have handled in the process. So again, it's not an overnight process. A lot of people think you're magicians, but
Right, you're not.
it can happen.
But you got to be willing to go.
You
through
got to
the
be
process.
willing to go through the process. Some people, I mean, 85% of the people have a right now it's done. I can tell.
Right.
So that's what I love about it, because I can change a person's life overnight, within 4 hours, 5 hours, 9 hours, 10 hours.
And probably a part of that with even their mindset being changed and the confidence in you seeing it. That probably helps the healing process. And it probably even helps whatever you're going to do to come in, because the mind is so powerful.
The mind is very powerful. And what happens is that if you think your world is over and there's not a fixable solution, then it is over. But if you think that there is more of a fixable solution and we can fix a problem, then guess what? I'm the girl to fix it. I'm the girl to contact. I'm the girl to make it happen. And it doesn't happen overnight.
Let me ask you a question, because I'm sitting here and I'm thinking of everything that you're sharing with us. I know a couple people very close to me who had somebody very close to them who had a double mastectomy. And for those who don't know what a double mastectomy is, that's when both breasts are removed from the body due to, breast cancer.
Breast cancer.
And the person, opted to get, the reconstructed breast.
Reconstructive breast surgery.
But to this day, they tell me, but she doesn't have nipples. She doesn't have what's it called? Areolas.
I didn't even realize they didn't add that.
They don't do that.
They don't do
well,
that.
It's
because that's a cosmetic specialty.
So they'll give you the breast, but not the look.
The cosmetic look of the breast.
And that's where I come into play.
I feel like there's something, there's a line that ain't right.
Welcome to
because
America
the breasts are
and American
cosmetic. If you have to
insurance.
do anything to my breast, augmentation, it's augmented, right?
Yeah.
That was a cosmetic surgery. So why would you not finish it up and give me a little areola?
But when it comes to breast cancer, they will take your breast off. Part of the procedure is to replace the breast, but not the nipples and the areola. So I'm just curious to know, is that something that you can help people with? Because there's a lot of women that have suffered from breast cancer and they can relate to this story.
Well, actually, that is something that I do. I actually create the areolas for women who have had breast reconstructive surgery. Because remember, the doctor's job is to
save
your life.
Yeah.
They're not really cosmetic. Just like with having a baby, you're having a cesarean. It's not cosmetic. So he doesn't care about your line. He doesn't care about creating your areola. He cares about, hey, let's making sure you don't have cancer. Let's making sure we're bringing a new life into the world. So where I come in at, I create your areola, make it look like a life now, right now, areola, nipple, to where I tattoo it on. So that's what I specialize in.
Does it fade? Does it ever fade?
Well, you know what? Just like with any tattoo, like I've had tattoo for years and everything can last 5 to 10 years, but sometimes people want something that's bold and refreshing. So a retouch, 10 to 15 years, you might say, you know what? I want something that looks more, refreshing. Right. And that's when I can come in and retouch it. So like if you're
75 and you just want them to look like 30-year-old.
That's when I come in and say, you know what? Let's touch you up. But sometimes, to be honest, a lot of people just want that effect to where they have the density or they have the creation to where they have an areola, to where they have their, where they have coins and it's a natural color, to where they have thickness and it looks like a fill-in for the density, so they look like they have a full scalp. So some people just want a right now effect. So where even 5 and 10 years down the road, they say this, I still have my areola, I still have a little density. Do I need some thickness? Do I need some more brightness? They can contact me, but it's rare because they actually look at what happened, and I love the fact that I can change their life right then and make a difference.
I love it.
Does it hurt? So my question is, does it hurt? Like I've gotten a tattoo. I did the microblading before. I have a tattoo. And it's an uncomfortable pain. They use the numbing cream. So is this something that you numb? Do I have to be put to sleep?
So let me ask you this. So was your tattoo different from your ombre? Was it different?
No. Well, yes, it was.
Where you get your tattoo at?
So I got my tattoo at I don't even know.
No, I don't care where you got it. Where on your body is it?
On my back.
Oh,
it's Justice's name.
Oh.
Supposed to be Chinese or Japan or whatever. I don't even know if it's
Chinese
really
or Japan. Chinese or Japanese.
I told him I wanted some Oreo letters with my
I knew
baby's
that mine
name.
was beautiful, truly.
Remember, early in the series,
right. I was
before
around
anybody try to come for her.
And I'm gonna let you look
Early
at
in the
it.
series, she let you know she's part Asian.
Yes,
So
I
don't
am.
come for her.
I am
Don't
Asian.
do it.
My
Don't
great
do
great grandfather was straight Asian, so you see
Period.
it. I am a China doll, but I don't know what
Black
it means.
China doll.
Yeah, and I don't know if
Chocolate
they
China
really
doll.
put the because somebody saw me. It was years and years ago, and they were like, "That doesn't mean what you said." I was like, "It's supposed to represent my son's name." So I'm gonna show it to you when we off camera.
Okay.
I don't know, but you probably don't know Chinese letters, so you're not
Well,
gonna be able to tell me what
listen,
it
look.
means.
So
No.
this is wisdom, truth, and beautiful.
Okay.
So this is in Japanese.
Okay.
So, I mean, but again, it could be anything that's on my
Yes.
body. Who knows?
But no, it didn't hurt. So
But-
back to your question, it did not. Well,
So
kinda
it is a
felt
difference.
Yeah.
It is a difference because you got to look at it. There are 4 layers to our skin.
Yeah.
Yes.
So therefore, when you're dealing with a cosmetic tattoo and then a permanent tattoo, it's a different point.
So
because
this
you're not
felt more-
going in so deep because you don't want to traumatize the skin.
Right,
Just
right.
like your eyebrows.
It was more of a scraping.
There
It just
you
felt
go.
like she was scraping, where the
And that's the
tattoo was
same-
more.
Yeah.
And that's the
Penetrating.
same when I'm doing the scalp. That's the same if I'm doing the scars because it's just a point of where it's causing a little trauma, but it's not causing damage.
Gotcha.
So it's actually making a point of where you're like, oh my God, I'm getting treated, but I'm getting healed.
At the
So
same
I'm not getting like beat up at the same. Like the
Yeah.
tattoo is like, oh, I'm getting beat up just to have a heart that says I love you. So, but this is like, oh, I'm getting beat up and I'm gonna have my stretch marks that's gonna look like they're bruised, but when I come back in 4 weeks, they're gonna look less noticeable.
Got it. Got it.
And they can look more.
Yeah, so speaking of tattoos, shout outs to everybody out there that got the tramp stamp or the name on the breast.
Yeah.
You know, this is real deal
Right.
conversations. This is unfiltered conversations.
Yes,
this is
it
stuff
is.
that happens
Yes, it
when
is.
you're under 25.
Right.
Can you help somebody that got their name tattooed or their boyfriend's name with
Who
a
they're not,
rose,
right.
or somebody that got the tramp stamp in the small of their back? Is that something you can help somebody with?
Yes, because I also can do like a saline tattoo remover. So where I can pretty much try to remove the tattoo and
Okay.
then we can also do like a camouflage to where we can camouflage with the skin.
And the camouflage is with the pigment machine that gives the exact color.
So
of
pretty
their
much
skin,
with the
right?
camouflage is I use a skin reader and it reads the skin color of your skin and it tells me the correct pigmentation color to use. I might have to use some with the neutralizer
To
or
mix
to
it.
mix it,
Got
but it tells me, hey, this is the better proper skin color for you for
Okay.
whatever you're trying to change.
Knowledge
Yes.
Wow.
is
Yes.
amazing.
So it
Knowledge
is a
and
great
technology.
And I'm in the
because some people mix it with a, and don't get me wrong, shout out to Chanel, shout out to Jenny. We also learn how to mix the color with just using red, blue, yellow,
The primary,
colors.
yes.
So
Which some
we
people
don't
don't know
just
anything
have
about.
we don't just use the skin reader.
Yeah.
So it's not like we just have like the cheap machines. How long do you use the skin reader? We actually study it, the everything that we have to do about it to find out, hey, how can we get the perfect skin tone to match you to
Yeah.
go ahead and take care of any type of skin imperfections or scars that you may have.
Okay.
I love this.
All right, so
you're doing
hey.
God's work, girl.
I'm trying.
She
You were
is.
doing
And without God, I'm
work.
nothing. So therefore, with
Confidence
God,
is
I'm everything.
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely,
Yes.
absolutely. All right, so a special for the Unfiltered Conversations podcast. This is episode 9, and we got 10 episodes in season 1.
Right.
So on this 9th episode, we are going to offer an amazing opportunity
Yes.
for someone to become a model
Yes.
for Dina and your business, which again is
Carolina Scalp and Skin.
yes,
Carolina
Carolina
Scalp
Scalp
and
and Skin.
Skin.
If you're in the Carolinas, she can help you. If you're in Georgia, she can help
She can
you.
help you.
California,
Yeah,
New
you
York,
just gotta
it
get
don't
to the
matter.
Carolinas.
You just gotta get here.
Yeah,
Whether it
that's
be
it.
on the coast, Charlotte, at the coast, at the beach, ocean. I
If you
got
in LA,
So-
if you in Japan,
Wherever, I got
to
you.
this
So
line.
you know,
Okay.
we taking care of you no matter what
Where
state,
you are. Mhm.
where you are. We got you.
All right, so here's how it's going to work. Why should you be a model and receive a free service
free.
courtesy of Dina
Yes.
and her company?
Yeah.
Why? I want to know.
We want to know,
Are you troubled by your receding hairline? Are you troubled by your stretch marks?
right? Have you had a vasectomy
Yes.
and you need some areolas put on?
Mastectomy.
A mastectomy. I said vasectomy, didn't I? You can keep this, cameraman, because I want people to see that this is
unfiltered.
Yeah, this is okay.
I was gonna say, because it's unfiltered, it's okay.
We make mistakes, but could you
Yes.
fix a vasectomy too?
Yes.
Ooh,
It's
see?
something, you know what?
See?
I don't,
You
I'm going to take it to the limit, but also what we did not mention is this. I also help people who have self-harm scars. So therefore,
That is so common in this country.
So
If you
many
tried to commit
teenagers,
suicide or cut your wrist.
yes, so many teenagers, so many young females, young males, different things who try to commit suicide, and you just don't want that reminder. I'm here to help you fix your scars. Let me erase your scars.
I love
Let me
that.
erase different things. So
That needs to be your
again,
tagline.
Period.
Let me erase your scars.
let me erase
I
your
love it.
pain, because
Yes.
therefore we are not a product from where we come from. Remember, we all matter,
Yes.
and it's not where we've been, but it's where we're
we at.
going.
Oh, I'm about to
Yes.
cry, y'all.
So any type of self-harm scars, let me be your girl. Again, like Kelly said, like Yolanda said, therefore, hey, you want to be a model, you want to try scalp micropigmentation, you have any type of hair receding, your edges, any type of thing like that, areolas, scars, stretch marks, tummy tucks, any type of thing, or self-harm scars, hyperpigmentation, anything that you have, then I'm your girl for it. Dina at Carolina Scalp and Skin. I'm the founder, CEO, and owner. So make sure you guys follow me on Instagram.
Yes,
Yes.
we'll make sure, and that's posted. We're gonna make sure you see all of that.
Everything's down
And like
here.
she said, if you are interested, if you think that you are a good candidate, you guys know me and Kelly Mack.
Yes.
All you have to do is hit either one of us.
Yes.
You
On
can hit
the
Kelly
DM.
personally or me personally in the DM. Send us a brief little paragraph,
A
not
picture.
a book.
Yeah,
a
we don't
picture.
want no books.
Yeah, a brief
Our
paragraph.
attention span is 90 seconds, the length of a reel.
And tell them, why do you think that you're a
You're a
best
good
candidate
candidate.
for this
Yes.
position?
Yes.
Because
Yes.
my focus is changing lives, and hey, that's what I'm here to do, is make you feel more confident. Building confidence is my expertise and my
Absolutely.
profession.
Yes.
I love it.
And just one more way that they can actually come in and qualify. On Spotify, there's a feature, if you listen to us on Spotify
Yes.
only, there's a feature where you can leave us a voice note.
Yeah.
Leave us a voice note, 90 seconds or less, and
Yeah.
tell us why we should choose you to be a model and to receive free services. So
Exactly.
you got options. You can leave a
Yes.
voice note.
Yeah.
You can
Yes.
hit Y2 on the DM, or
Yeah.
yours truly, Kelly Mack, on the DM. We're going to choose somebody.
be in there, right.
And watch out for those before and after
Right,
pictures.
exactly.
That's
And
what I'm
not
talking
only
about.
that, we're going to follow you and record your journey.
Yes.
So that way people can see what that was, and that she can get the feedback. You can see the
Yes.
before pictures, the after, and you can see a little bit of the process.
Oh, I
so that
can't
way
wait.
it gives you the confidence to reach out to my girl Dina.
Because it's
Yes.
never too late. It's always a start to a new beginning. Never
on
forget
now.
I
that.
love it, girl.
Yes.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Absolutely.
And ladies,
Thank
do
you.
we still have at least a
We got a
swallow?
little bit.
We got a little
Cheers.
We all
Cheers.
got a little corner. Salute.
Cheers.
Yes. Until next time, make sure you tune in for episode 10 of Unfiltered Conversations. Like always, we tell you to follow, like, subscribe. Black Female Podcast.
Absolutely.
We're all about speaking our truth and diving deep.
And unfiltered at that.
And Carolina Scalp and Skin.
Yes.
LLC. Thank you.
Yes.